Hi there, Tansy here. Today we'll make this crochet towel topper in the form of a dress. So let's get started. First we're gonna split our towel in half so we can have two towels made out of one. And then we'll crochet the top. We'll gather the towel with some sewing string. And then we will sew the dress on top. Alright, let's get started. First, we need to prepare our towel. Let's open it first. Alright, so I want to use both of the designs here. So I will cut it in two. And this one I'll make two towels out of it. And then we'll fold it this way actually into. And then we'll make sure it's exactly in the middle. And I will make a little cut from here. And I will go to the other side. And I'll do the same thing so I can find the middle exactly. So there is my middle. Alright, so this is... So now I have to make completely straight line so I can make sure both sides are exactly the same. All right, let's see. So here's my top cut and here is my bottom cut. Let's measure. How many inches is that? That is exactly 13 inches. So I'll go ahead and measuring from the edge to the other side, I will mark my 13 inches with some tailor's chalk, or maybe you can get a pencil. So this way I'll have 13 inches exactly. And I'll just connect the dots. And I'll make a few more marks to make sure I'm on the correct place. All right. And over here. Okay. And then let me check this side. This is also 13 inches here, my slit. Okay, now I can connect my yellow dots here, and I will have exactly two sides that are the same. And well, we should have measured first, because they say measure twice, cut once, but it's still good. We are still good. It's 13 inches on this side as well. All right, yep, we did good. There. Let's start with our dress. First, we will make a slip knot, and we will start with a chain. So there it is. And we will chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will close that ring. We will go into the first chain, and we will pull through that stitch. We'll tighten with our tail, and then we'll chain 2 and this will be our first double crochet. So we will do 11 more double crochets for a total of 12. And you can either carry your tail inside the loops, and so you don't have to weave it in, or just leave it in the back and then weave it in later. I will hide it immediately so I have less work to do. Okay, and I'll be back when I'm done with all of the double crochets in my ring. So they are again, we are back at the beginning. I will slip stitch into my first chain here in the corner, and I will chain 2, and this will be my first double crochet. In this round I will increase in every stitch, which means that I will put 2 double crochets into each stitch. So here I have my first double crochet, the chain, I'm counting it as a double crochet, and I'll put my second one. In the second stitch I will put 2 double crochets again, and I will have total of 24 double crochets when I get till the end. Okay, and I'll see you there in just a second. So here I am at the end of my round. I will go into that chain 2 on the top of it, and here I will slip stitch into the beginning of my round, and this way I have a closed round here. I will make a big loop here, and I will put my work through it so I have it like a knot here, but I will not cut my yarn because I'll still use it. So I will introduce my second yarn here that will match it's red and it's gonna match my towel. So the red color I will use as ruffles for my dress. So starting like over here, like one before the knot, so I don't have too many knots on top of each other, I will start a bit at the end over here, and I will start with a slip knot, and my new color will begin like that. I will go over here, I will slip stitch into my knot, and this way I can tighten it here and from the working yarn as well. And I can hide my bow. Actually, I don't have a tail here, but this tail I can hide there. So I will chain 2, and I will add 3 more double crochets in that spot. And this is not in the stitch, it's just in the empty spots here in between the posts. So we'll do 3 more double crochets for a cluster of 4 double crochets here. So these will be the ruffles of the dress. So we'll go only one round with this color. So you can plan for that. If you don't have enough of this yarn, that's a great way to use all of your yarn. Okay, so I'll skip 2 posts, and every 2 posts I will add a cluster of 4 double crochets. So I will end up with 12 little clusters like that. All right, I'm still carrying my red color in the back, and I will do my next 4 double crochets into that spot. Okay, here we are. I'm skipping 2 posts, and I'll go in between them with another 4 double crochets here. So I will go all around, and I'll meet you again at the beginning. So here I am at the beginning of my round again, And I will go into my chain over here. I'll grab that little corner, slip stitch into the beginning of my double crochet. I'll make a chain here to make it more secure, and I will cut my yarn red, my red yarn. I don't need it anymore for now. So let me carry it in the back for a few stitches so I can help myself here. This way I don't have to weave it in. So now we have 12 clusters. So we will use 3 of them for the shoulder, 3 of them for the front of the dress, 3 of them for the back, for the other shoulder, and 3 of them for the back of the dress. So we will have 4 groups of 3 clusters which we will work on. So we will fold it in this way that the pretty side that we want to be our our towel to be facing us, and that beginning here can be staying in the back, and also on the on the back side of the shoulder, so we can use our yarn here without cutting it to start connecting the front and the back. So we are gonna take those 3. So I'm gonna leave that that my beginning around that chain over here on that top shoulder, and I will fold it like that. So here I have 3 clusters, and on this side I will have those 3 clusters. And I will be working only on those in the middle and the back. So the sleeves, they will be just free and open there. So I'll grab my yarn and I will match the empty spots between the sleeves and the front side. I will fold it, making sure I can grab both of them. So I will make sure I can grab both of them. I will wiggle my working yarn through the front there so I can make a loop and I can start crocheting. I will grab that working yarn. So here it is. Now that's how it is in the back. I will chain 2, and right now I closed the gap at the sleeves and the front. So there we go. We will do now in the middle, in those two, in the middle between those 4 stitches, between the 2 stitches in the middle, we will make the body of the dress. So we will put another 4 double crochets there with a 1 chain. So in that stitch, so you skip the first 2 red stitches, in the top of the one in the middle you do 4 double crochets, but you will do them 2 at a time. So 2 double crochets, chain, and 2 more double crochets. So we go into the next cluster. Again, in the middle, we will do 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. And we are working only on the front body of the dress right now. We're gonna close the sleeves, but we'll be working the dress around. We yarn over, we're finding again the middle of the next cluster, and we'll do 2 double crochets, a chain, and 2 more double crochets here. And then we are now again at our sleeves here. We will pick only 3 clusters. We are marking the middles, and then we'll fold it, and those empty spots we will use those. Yarn over and we'll do 1 double crochet, picking both sides, both sleeves. All right, now we're gonna work the back side. We'll do the same thing again. Into that middle we will have a cluster of 4 double crochets with 1 chain in the middle. 2 double crochets, chain, 2 double crochets. All right, I'll meet you when I'm done with this row. So here I'm back again at the beginning of our row. We have the chain here at the beginning. We will pick the top of the chain. We'll get a slip stitch, pull through the end of the row, and again chain 2, and we do the same thing this time in these spaces between the 2 double crochets. We will have again 2 double crochets, chain, 2 double crochets into the same spot. Okay. And we keep going till the end of the round again. And when we get to the middle here, we do 1 double crochet on top of it, and then we continue. So just on top of the double crochet, you do another double crochet. So here is my double crochet here in the middle, under the armpit of the little dress. I did my 1 double crochet here, and then I keep going the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain, 2 double crochets. And I'll meet you again there. I finished this round. I'm here again at the chain 2. So I'll go on the top of the chain 2. I'll do a slip stitch here and then chain 2 again. And I'll start the next round. It will be exactly the same as the previous. So again, we have in that first spot, we have 2 double crochets. All right, I'm using cotton yarn, and this one tends to split. 1 chain and 2 double crochets. So for any kitchen and towel type of items you make, it's recommended to use a cotton yarn. And I'm using 3.5 millimeters crochet hook, which is a little bit smaller than the recommended, but that fits my tension, and it makes it a very decent size for this type of yarn. It's a medium weight for yarn, and it gives a very nice definition, and it matches the color of my towel. All right, make sure you like and subscribe for this video, share it with your friends, and I'm glad you're crocheting with me, and I'll meet you at the end of the round again. Okay, so back at the beginning, at the top of my chain, I do a slip stitch through here, and I'm finishing my round. I do a little chain to secure my stitch. You don't need that color anymore. And then we can start with the bottom ruffle of our dress. And we are almost done. Okay, so I will tighten it really well. And I will weave in my end right here. So I don't have to do it at the end. And I'm good. All right, so I'm getting my next color, and I'll do the tiny ruffles. Do a slip knot for my new color, and there it is. So I'll start here from the back. so I can hide my stitches in the back. And from that pick any end here between the clusters, and you can go into that, do a slip stitch, go through your first chain there, tighten your loops, get your tail so it hides between your stitches here, and chain 2. Into that same stitch you do 1 double crochet, and then we will slip stitch into that empty spot between the posts that we did from the previous round. So slip stitch here, chain 2, and into the same spot you put 1 double crochet. So here we get the ruffle of the dress, and we will use this as a place where we're gonna attach our towel to. So that's gonna be our guide there. So again, in between the posts, we will pick that stitch, we'll do a slip stitch here, chain 2, and into the same spot we'll do 1 double crochet. We will go in between the chain here and the double crochet, slip stitch, chain 2, and we'll do 1 more shell here, yarn over, 1 double crochet. Oh, we have to start again. My yarn split there. Yarn over, double crochet here, and then we go into that corner to the side of the dress, and that's it, starts getting its shape. And I'll meet you when I'm done with this round. There, I'm done with this round. I'll go into that beginning space where we started from. I'll do a slip stitch there. I'll do a chain to secure my stitch, and then I'm done with this. I'll pull it really tight, and I will weave in the ends right here, right now. So we will hide those ends in our towel as well, inside the dress. So, you know, it's okay if they're sticking up a bit. There we go. We'll cut this one off, and they go in my scrap jar here. If you have a jar, here how mine looks like. There. And so this is the back. This is my front. This is the pretty side. So let's add a strap to our dress. So I'll get my main color again, or if you can use any color, or you can use again the red color, but I'll get my yellow. And I will check my middle here. I will see where is my middle here on the dress, which are my 2 stitches here that I can grab, and my sides still look good. So I have 5 stitches in the front. We started with 12 stitches, remember? So I have 5 stitches in the back. So here are my top 2 posts, double crochet posts here. So I will use them. Again, I'll make a slip knot here. And into that one post, the first one, I will chain 2. And then I will make 1 more double crochet in there. Then I will go across the dress in that other shoulder strap, if you want to call it like that, in that little post, and I'll do again 2 double crochets. So there. Now I have 4 double crochets that I will have my strap built on. So turn, chain 2 into the next stitch. We go here, we have a 1 double crochet, then we go into the next double crochet. We have now the chain, the 2 double crochets, but the chain will count as a double crochet, so we have 3 so far. So into that chain we did from the previous round, on top of it you're gonna have to make another double crochet there. So this way we have 4. Chain 2, turn. Not in that first spot, we don't go in here because that post has its new post on top of it. So if you put one more here, you're going to increase. So we are not going to do anything with that first spot. We think it's free, but we don't go in there. We go into the next one. And then double crochet. Then we have one more double crochet. So don't forget to go into that last chain we had there and put a double crochet in it as well, and you just have to go on top of it. They're usually like 2 strands that you have to catch there. All right, so chain 2 and then go into the next one, and one more, number 3, and on top of the chain we have number 4. All right, so I'll keep going till it's long enough, and I'll meet you at the end before we put the button actually. So I think I'm almost done, and with this towel topper I made about the same length. That was good for me, and I also think that you can even increase here for a total of 6 double crochets if you want a thicker strap. So that's another option as well. Okay, so there we are. Before I'm done, I want to make a little loop here. I will focus here in the middle. I will just start making double crochets into that space between 2 of the posts. So here we are, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 looks good. If you still need more to look fuller, you can make 8. Okay, I slip stitched to the beginning again. I made one extra chain to secure it. Now I can run it towards the back here, and I can weave in my ends. All right. So now we can put our button. So let's sew the button. All right, now we can start attaching it to the towel.